such a strange and amusing place. One day you buy him rocket ship underpants, and then the next they're in outer space. Mama, don't you know you keep the whole world turning round?
Maya, welcome to Mommy Cast.
Thanks so much. Thanks for having me. Okay, so tell us about early signs of issues. What should we be expecting, and when should we freak out? Is basically what I want to know.
Okay. So that's a huge question.
Right. Okay.
And I would say that 95 to 99% of the time, you're not going to have to freak out. Always, if something in your gut is saying, something is just not right, absolutely bring it up with your healthcare practitioner. Right. Bring it up with your pediatrician immediately. But when you bring that baby home from the hospital, that infant, that newborn, is going to be a huge bundle of sensory needs. And he or she is going to get all of his or her information from his 5 senses. So you're going to want to think developmentally. You're going to want to think about stimulating his or her visual system, her auditory system, and her tactile system, especially with the mouth. So actually, when you're talking about communication or speech development, the very first thing that happens is a baby starts feeding.
Okay.
So a conversation is starting between mom and baby at the breast or bottle, because that baby will suck, 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 and then pause. And then mom might say, "Oh, you're doing great. Keep going, keep going." Or she might touch the baby's face. So again, you're getting information from the environment. You're getting sensory information. And then that baby will continue to suck and swallow. You're, in a sense, having a conversation with your baby, because it's a give and take. You've got a listener and you've got a speaker. And the speaker, in that sense, is the baby. So the baby's not communicating with words or even with gestures yet, which comes before the words. But that baby is communicating his needs to you so that your behavior is then regulated to have that communication back with the baby.
So they're realizing even that early that they can control your behavior.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
Absolutely.
And they're not controlling my behavior.
They're controlling
before
my
they
behavior.
even got out.
Right.
Okay.
It's like, I never eat this food.
Right.
Okay.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And they're not conscious of the fact that they're controlling your behavior, but you are. So that first step in the developmental process is what's called behavior regulation. So that baby cries or arches his back, and you come running to see what's going on. So they're communicating to you that they have something that they need, and then you're going to respond.
See, I never really thought that feeding would really have that much to do with speech development.
No.
It's very
I mean, I
interesting.
can understand the crying and that type of thing.
Right, but
Sure.
But
feeding.
the feeding, I didn't really. I mean, tell us about how that developmentally translates
Sucking and stuff.
into.
Does that prepare their
Absolutely.
muscles in their mouth and their face to start speech?
Paige, you're absolutely right. So what happens is, in the very, very beginning of infancy, all of those, or what we call oral motor structures, so the lips, the teeth, the tongue, the cheeks, the facial musculature, and the facial structure is set up to work very much in synchronicity. It's all kind of working together, and those parts of the mouth aren't what's called de-differentiated. So they're all together. They don't work separately.
Right.
So the baby is strengthening his oral musculature. The baby is working in a coordinated way to make something happen. And that's what we need for speech. So as the baby gets older, those structures are going to come apart. They're going to de-differentiate. And we're going to be able to form all of those different sounds with our jaw, with our lips, with our tongue. And we're going to be able to hit those different targets in our mouth so that we can then make the correct sounds that we want. We're also going to coordinate our breathing as well. So in a baby, you want a baby to suck, swallow, breathe, suck, swallow, breathe. And it's this rhythm, right?
never thought
all
of
these
it
things
that
that you
way.
never thought about that are happening. And it's an amazing
take that for
thing.
granted.
It's an amazing thing. So basically, as the baby gets older and as the baby gains more trunk support at, say, 6 months of age, they're going to be starting to babble.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here.
No problem.
It's
It's
been
been fun.
For more information on Maia Magder and speech development, check out our website, mommycast.com.
Mama, don't you know you keep the whole world turning round?
Today we're speaking with Magda.
No, her name is Maia.
See, you guys shouldn't have done that to me. Maia Magder. They just. I knew the minute you guys started talking about that I was going to screw it up.